Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you're at in the world. Today, we're back at it with episode number 11. Titled, Good morning.
No, it's
Gryphon's Champions.
Gryphon's Champions.
I changed it last minute
Beautiful.
because of an Overwatch skin. We're rolling with it. Joined, as always, by Gryphon, Wingo, and myself. But we got some guests here today that have helped us out along the way. We got Mr. B-Pops. We got
Hello.
Dusty.
Hello.
And Mr. Light.
Why does Liger get a mister, but I don't? Come on.
Because he is
Liger-
clearly your elder.
Wow.
Is he though? How
Liger old?
How old are
We're
you?
the same age. I'm 20.
That's exactly why I said clearly. He's obviously got like 3 days on him.
Stop leaking my
3
age.
days.
Alright, he's clearly got 3 days on him.
Alright.
Maybe 3
I'll do
minutes. But today,
it. Elder Liger.
we were just gonna open up with my adventures with Gryphon
Hold on.
to the Overwatch League.
1 second before we do that.
Okay.
How's everybody's day?
Oh yeah, I forgot we do that.
I'm really tired.
Time did you wake up?
I don't think it's the time I woke up. It's more so the fact I got so little sleep.
Hmm.
Alright, we'll go down the list here. How you? Wait, well, let's go back up with Gryphon. How are you, Gryphon? How you doing?
How am I? I'm fine. I had to work today as usual. I always work on Saturdays, but I only get 1 day off this week, so I'm pretty upset about that. So I have to work again tomorrow. Usually I get Sunday, Monday off. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. But I'm doing all right. It's an easy day.
How about you, B-Pops? How are you today?
So,
I'm good. Went to work, and that's over, thank God. Then played some Fortnite, and now I'm here.
Who's in there?
My golf cart isn't working,
Fortnite with,
B-Pops.
I played with you, Ray. I played with
Uh-huh.
I was definitely there.
you. You were there.
So you're saying is it was a date?
it's just you and
It was,
Ray.
Wow.
Me and
it was our first date, Ray.
Yeah?
It was our first date.
Okay.
Mm.
It was
That's
me.
fine. That's
It was
your-
me, you, Vest, and Mimi. Okay.
Alright.
Big
That's
news.
good.
Who was that last person?
Really great ASMR artist, ASMR creator on
Exactly.
Twitch.
No,
If
legit.
someone wants to link her Twitch on the stream.
Yeah, legit. She is a very good ASMR artist
Streams all the
Is that
time.
the person that
for Twitch.
B-Pops really likes?
Does anybody have a link?
I don't know. We can find
Yeah,
it.
I've got the link.
Anyway,
I
Dusty,
got it.
There you go.
how are
Dusty's
you
on
doing
top of
today,
things.
Mr. Laptop?
I work. I drink some coffee,
Mhm.
and I've done absolutely nothing up until right now.
Fantastic.
So I'm
Don't
good.
need to do anything else for the rest of the day. You fulfilled your quota for work. Fine. All right.
What are you, Ray?
Oh,
What'd you do
thanks.
today?
For me,
So you were playing Maple Story
I
earlier.
woke up. I played Maple Story. That is true. I played Maple Story.
Why are you playing Maple Story?
I don't know. I felt like playing Maple Story. My friends recently got back into it, and they're like, "You should come play some Maple Story." I'm like, you know what? I'll do it. Because I woke up, I was like, because I knew we had to do the podcast later today, so I'm like, I don't know if I want to stream and start doing Overwatch, because like, I don't know, I don't want to have to like stop halfway through. So I'll just play some Maple Story, chill, and then I was asked to play some Fortnite, so I went to go play some Fortnite. Now I'm here.
Nice. All right.
Last week of work
Liger.
tomorrow. Tomorrow?
Yeah,
Hello?
what's up?
Last week
Yeah.
of work next week, so that's good.
Oh, lucky you.
Yeah.
I wish I did say that.
Hey, what's up?
All right, Liger, how are you? How are you feeling?
Oh, today
Isn't it
it's a day.
what time is it?
Yeah, it's 7 a.m. Sunday morning.
7 a.m. on a
Those who sleep
bright,
is sleep.
sunny, sun-shining
Future man.
morning.
Future man, yeah.
Did you just
Just
wake
wanted to
up
let you
or you
guys
been
know.
awake? Yeah.
Saturday's Saturday was pretty lame. Don't worry about it. Just go to sleep. If you're still on Saturday, just go to sleep. Don't worry about it.
There's nothing wrong.
Saturday.
There's nothing wrong with the chillaxing
Thanks for the
Saturday
forecast.
evening.
No problem. That's what I do.
That's great.
So what'd you do today since it's 7 o'clock? Have you done anything?
Just chill.
Yeah, I had breakfast.
Yeah, I mean, probably was an important meal
Good
today.
start.
You know, you get to jumpstart your day off with some high energy, some high.
You know, had breakfast, bullied B-Pops, bullied Ray, you know, normal
Hey,
thing.
you know, average everyday morning. You know. All right.
You know.
How's everyone in chat doing today?
Yeah.
How are you guys
got-
doing in chat?
17 whole viewers, and it's still on the starting soon screen. I just noticed that, Ray. Have we been
We're still starting technically. We're getting into the
starting
nitty-gritty.
soon? Oh my God.
Starting.
Yeah, sorry, Rocky. I didn't tell you ahead of time. This is kind of like impromptu that we added 3 people on, on for this
Very
week.
impromptu.
But yeah, we're good. I don't mind, Rocky. You do really good work anyway.
All right,
Rocky
Mr.
is
Dusty
amazing.
Neiman in the chat. I'm gonna get a quick ban on Dusty.
I'm so funny.
And tired as fuck.
I know that feeling, Ergo.
I feel like I say that a lot as well.
Dusty laptop.
It didn't work. What the fuck?
All right, Ray. You wanna take it home to the
All right.
Country roads.
adventures?
So yeah, of course.
Quick
So
episode.
for those
Take
of
it home.
y'all who did not know, Gryphon and myself, and Zant and Mr. Ergo, well, Ergo for the first day, went to the Overwatch League Grand Finals in Brooklyn, New York.
Mhm.
So
It was really fun.
yeah, so we spent the weekend up in New York, watched some Overwatch League, met with some pals. It's a good time. For me, the experience
Mhm.
was pretty good. Other than
Yep.
the DJ Khaled thing, that's we'll get
Yeah, just
into it in a
elaborate
bit.
on that
We'll get
later.
into it in a
Yeah.
little bit. Let's get an overall arcing thing, but and other than that, the experience was cool. Just like going to like an Overwatch / esports event, like in person, is like, you see it on stream. It's a completely different feeling once you're actually like there. So I really enjoyed that, but I wish the games themselves were like closer, better.
Definitely.
London
I was kind of
Spitfire
disappointed.
ran away with
Yeah.
the game.
Mhm.
But yeah. So how was it on your end, Gryph? What do you think?
Yeah, I agree with what you said about like it being definitely a different experience. Especially, that's the first like esports event I've been to. I mean, I've seen
same.
some stuff like I've been to like tournaments and stuff like that, but nothing like this huge. This is
Yeah.
championships. This is the finals.
Yeah,
So like, how many people did they say there were? I don't even remember.
11,000
It
or
was like
something.
11,000 people in Barclays Center in Brooklyn, and just the energy of just like
Everybody
the crowd.
is crazy.
And it is so much fun. Like, I don't know,
Just being a part
people
of
that's
this thing.
yeah.
This is cool. Like,
Do you know what the normal seating capacity is for that place?
it's probably double that because they cut off like half the arena for like
because
Yeah,
like,
just
normally you'll have people in the middle, right? And then everyone
Uh-huh.
sits and everyone's like around them. But the way that the Overwatch, league or whatever does it, especially with their arena back in LA, is that they have them up front and everyone like looks at them like directly. Like it's
Yeah.
not like a circular booth thing. It's just like
it's like a D or
Semi-cir.
like a theater.
Yeah.
yeah.
like an
Semi-cir.
amphitheater.
Mhm.
But yeah, I don't know. I was talking about it with Gryph, just like walking around New York and seeing like everybody in their Overwatch League jerseys and stuff, and like we had some nice conversation on the subway with some folk, and some nice guys at our hotels. This nice family. It was just like mom, dad, 2 sons, just talking about Overwatch. So it was just I don't know. It's pretty cool just to walk around and see like hey they like Overwatch, like
Yeah,
and just
everybody, a lot of people, a surprising amount of people were there for Overwatch League, the finals thing, and yeah, just you could see people just like not even close to the Barclays Center that were wearing like jerseys and stuff, just walking around. But unfortunately, I think me, Ray, and Ergo, just everybody that was at me, Ray, Ergo, and Zan were cheering for Philadelphia Fusion, and
Wow.
unfortunately,
Here you go,
they-
England, huh?
I'm not okay. The thing is, I think cheering for London Spitfire is kind of like just cheering for like the best team, just
right.
always. I don't know. To me, that's not.
I wasn't
exciting
a
at all.
London Spitfire fan to begin with, so I'm not gonna jump on the bandwagon
Yeah,
and be like, yeah,
exactly.
London Spitfire. I was totally with them the whole way, and I'm super excited that they won. I don't know. And I mean, like, if I am going against like voting for two teams that I wasn't really following to begin with, I'll be like, oh yeah, I'll just give it to the underdog because it's a better story.
Yeah, that as well too. But Philadelphia Fusion would be my team, New York XL,
Hmm.
and there were a lot of people that had NYXL jerseys because New York.
Yeah.
But I think NYXL would have probably given them a better run for their money, but Fusion beat XL, so that I don't know. I don't know if that's exactly true, but I feel like XL is a better team than Fusion, so I'm kind of mad about that. But
Yeah.
that was fun.
I mean,
Going to New York, traveling around.
yeah, it was hard for me to pick a team to root for because Spitfire beat my team, so I could say that my team lost to the champion. So what else you gonna do, but then you know, for the Fusion side of it, it's like U.S. versus UK. So you kind of want to vote
Yeah.
for Fusion there. It's a tough choice for me.
You mean Korea versus Korea?
Well, yeah.
And like,
But we actually talked about this a bit. I don't remember who exactly was there for the conversation, but it was just like slapping a not a brand. I mean, I guess before there was
like a location, just like an area
Yeah.
of people that could identify with.
It's like, oh well, you know, I live in New York, so like let me see what's going on with this. Like, I don't know. Like,
I mean, that's the thing.
You
though.
just
If
like check
an
it.
event's going on, you just check it out. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, oh, you
Yeah.
know, like I have a team that represents where I live, so let's just at least check it out. And like, it just brings views, brings people together.
Brings in more casual people because they don't. Some of them don't know the players or don't know like just Overwatch in general. Like, oh, I'm just gonna cheer for this team because
Mhm.
they are from the area or whatever.
There we go.
Area, not really. Okay, so the thing about London Spitfire, if people don't know, they're pretty much like the whole team's Korean, but same thing with New York XL
Yep.
and some other teams in the league, I believe.
Mhm.
And the thing is, London Spitfire is owned by Cloud9, which the owner is from the UK, right? Is that correct? I think
No idea.
something close like that.
Something like that, yeah.
I see. Cloud9
CEO.
owner. Let's see. And he is from.
Get some friendly rivalries in there too, with like the locations. And
Yeah.
they added 2 new location centers for teams. I don't remember what they were, but they added 2 official ones, and I'm sure they're going to be adding more before season 2 kicks off. But
Oh, really? That's mad.
yeah, they're gonna have more teams, so more things for people to cheer for. Should be interesting. I'm excited to like follow it because the grand finals kind of like reignited my interest in watching their all the Overwatch League games. I followed it pretty closely, like when it first happened, and then kind of dropped off a bit because of all like in the beginning it was kind of rough.
I don't know. For some reason I followed it from the beginning and I was just like hyped for it, but then like it kind of died off after I think what was it called? Not seeds, but stage, like the different stages. I watched a lot of stage 1 and then stage 2 was like when they update the game and they change like I think in stage 2 they added Brigida.
Didn't even play her a lot.
Or stage 3 they had Brigida, yeah. But then it became like the fucking Hanzo meta.
Yeah.
But no, it was tons of fun. I also found out that the owner of Cloud9 is like from LA, so I honestly don't know why. London Spitfire. I think just London Spitfire is just I don't know. That's just the team name, whatever. It's location. It was weird because when they got the trophy, it was all of them like holding it up. I was like, yeah, this one's for London. I'm like, okay. I was like, okay. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. For those of you who don't know, like basically organizations had to buy out the team slot for that place. That was like what, 20 million? Something like that
Was it?
to buy out a team for that location. So like a lot of major like organizations bought out some places, so maybe there was just none left and they had to go to the UK. Who knows? So I know Optic bought out Houston and Envious bought out what was it? Dallas, yeah. And there's a few like other big esports teams that you'd probably see around in other games that are in Overwatch League, but just because of the locations you don't really notice.
Soul Dynasty is owned by I don't even know who this person is.
Is Optic still owned by Hex?
Yeah.
Optic Hex?
Yeah.
Is it?
Oh yeah. In one of the Overwatch League videos, there's a short second or two where you can see me, Ray, and Urgo. Hold on. Does anybody have the fucking
506.
Yeah.
506? Do you have the link to the
There
video?
you go. There's the link.
Oh no.
How's it feel knowing you're famous?
Gotta see this.
Is Ray rocking the GB merch?
Yeah, I am.
Yeah, he is.
Didn't stand up to show it off?
Hey.
Oh.
I didn't know I was on the screen. They didn't show it.
I'm wearing an XQC jersey. because my boy XTC, I love him. But yeah, that was a good time. I love always going to New York, just walking around, having some pizza, and yeah, we got to meet Ergo for the first time. Very lovely person, and we met Zant for the second time. Yeah, all fun times, but I don't know. We didn't get to do much other than Overwatch League. I think that's the most notable thing that I could really talk about. that we
Yeah.
did, other than like hanging out
But
in the hotel room.
it's kind of yeah. We kind of chill around in the hotel and just like watch a bunch of stuff. But I don't know, like having something to do, like an overarching thing to do while you're in New York or anywhere. I guess like it's just kind of nice. I mean, obviously not like have it jam packed with only that one thing, but like like we had a few like an extra day and a couple extra hours, so just going to Overwatch League for the most part, and then just being able to do whatever we want on the outside.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know,
Definitely.
just having a main objective, I guess. This just helps fill in like the gaps where you're just like, I don't know, what do you guys want to do? It's just like,
Good time. Okay, yeah. That's all I have to say about the Overwatch stuff. Have any of you guys been to any like esports events or any
or
just
even like regular events like concerts or anything.
I've never been to
One concert.
anything like that really.
what were you saying, Dusty?
I've been to like one concert and it was for like a Christian band, like
Mm-hmm.
2008 or something.
Oh,
but
damn.
other than that, like nothing really. Yeah, it looked pretty fun though.
Was this like the first event you went to, like Ray? Like
Yeah,
I
it was
think
my,
that's
it
what
was
you
my
said,
first
like a concert.
yeah, even a concert. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was like the first like big thing I went to. Like I mean I've been to like basketball games like a
Okay.
long time ago and like baseball games and stuff, but I don't know, I wouldn't hold it to the same kind of thing because like I don't know, with sports and stuff, they're like peak pinnacle like physical prowess or whatever, and then this is kind of just like if you just it's just people playing games, but that's like super high level. It's like anybody can get there. It's just gotta put a time in. It's like you have more connection to it, I guess, from my point of view anyway. It's like
Yeah, if you really enjoy something, yeah, it's
like, oh, I'm 5'6", so I'll never play an NBA basketball, but I play enough Overwatch, maybe I can
So I've been to sporting events, but I've never been to like anything like that. Like I went to a Tennessee college football game, and then I went to a Braves game in Atlanta, baseball game. But that's as far as big events like that. That's the only things I've ever been to.
You ever like get into it, or you're like really invested in a team and you start like cheering for them, like jumping up in your seat and shit like that? Or
Oh yeah, like well, when we were at the Tennessee game, we were sitting in the end zone, and Neyland Stadium is where Tennessee plays. And if you look it up, it's like a big bowl basically.
Mhm.
So where we're sitting, so I don't know, it just feels like the noise just gets so loud. And anytime the ball would go across the field to the other side, it was just dead quiet. But as soon as the ball got like past the 50-yard line towards us, you're deaf. You can't hear a thing.
That's crazy.
It was insane.
is that why they call it the Super Bowl?
I feel like the crowd at the Overwatch League thing is it's a bit more awkward than like sporting events. I don't know. It's just because the
Bunch of
audience
introverts
itself.
going out.
Yeah,
to see-
exactly.
It's a different crowd. Yeah.
Definitely, like we just like when they told us to cheer, we would cheer. But then other than that, there was like no other cheering until like there was
DJ
hype.
Khaled.
Oh
Dude,
my
fuck
Well, because
that
when
guy.
it's
stand
I
up.
don't know, for me, I was just kind of like focusing in on the game until like some crazy
Oh,
shit
yeah.
happened.
Yeah, crazy shit happened. I would be joining out like, yeah, fuck yeah.
Fucking
Yeah.
Carpe, let's go.
Yeah, it was pretty fun. But okay, do you want to talk about DJ Khaled?
Oh yeah,
my God.
yeah. Okay, all right. So for those of you who don't know, DJ Khaled was like the equivalent of like the halftime show performance.
We the best.
Yeah, he showed up on the second day, and we did not expect it. Somebody like, I mean, there was a laptop on the stage that said like DJ Khaled on it, but I was like,
Something like
it
that.
can't be DJ Khaled. Come on.
Can't
The
be.
DJ Khaled fans, all it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
So he basically came out on stage, played some music, told us to
Played
raise
some
our
music.
hands up in the air, and promoted his new album, and told us he was going on tour with Jay-Z and Beyonce, and then left.
I honestly didn't even think he said Overwatch like
He
one
didn't
time.
reference
I don't think he even
Overwatch?
knew where he was at.
He didn't say anything about Overwatch. He didn't say anything about like Overwatch League or Blizzard or anything. It was just kind of like, I'm glad to be
Yo,
here to
yeah, I
promote
love
my
being here at
new
this
album.
event.
Like he didn't. He just must have gotten paid a lot of money. Is all I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Like he didn't do shit, but there's no telling how much money he
Okay,
got from that.
so yeah, did you guys like watch it live or anything? Did you guys see it on Twitch?
I tapped in.
I saw a clip.
I think I was streaming at the time, and
I
then
was
someone in my
working
chat
and
was
shit,
like,
so-
"Oh my god, DJ Khaled, son of Watch League."
Oh my god.
So I opened it, and it's
Like, was it
there with,
awkward
like,
for
the
you guys,
mixer.
like when you were watching it? Like, I don't know.
It was pretty awkward
It's
when
just-
we were there.
It's just
because
No,
cringy.
Like-
you know,
It's
yeah,
like-
I'm asking you guys.
we were like,
who were watching on Twitch.
oh my.
Like,
I didn't get a chance to Saturday. I only got to watch like 5 minutes of it on Saturday.
okay, yeah, go ahead, Ray. What were you
Well, I was
gonna
just gonna say, like, he would do that thing where it's like, finish the line of the song, and like 90% of the time, other than God's Plan, no one had any idea what the heck he was talking about.
Yep.
He'd be like, oh yeah, finish the line of the song, and it was just quiet. We're all just like, we don't know what you're saying. Like, we don't know the song.
What song is that? Because like, okay, when I was watching, I was like, it's really awkward to me here, but I don't know if it's like everybody else feels the same way.
Yeah.
That it's so awkward right now. And I'm like, dude.
There were some people getting in it, like they were enjoying it.
Oh
but
yeah, for sure.
I
There
don't
were
know.
some
Yeah, I
people
mean,
around us too that were.
There's nothing
like,
wrong with
in
it,
it.
but like, I feel
I
like
would
the
imagine the vast majority.
Yeah, the vast majority of the audience isn't gonna be able to connect the way
Yeah.
that he's thinking, or maybe you
Yep.
know the executives thought.
They don't relate to that guy basically.
Yeah.
Yeah. All I knew is that he's like a meme, and like
He
I
is.
think
He's
maybe
such a meme.
yeah, some of the audience probably does listen to him, but I think most of them know him as a meme.
He does a lot of features and he's in a lot of other artists' songs.
Yeah.
And like that's the thing with DJ Khaled is like even if like let's say there was some rational reason for Overwatch to pick DJ Khaled specifically, if that was even the case, it still doesn't work because DJ Khaled does not work solo. He's like a hype man and a DJ. He only works paired with another artist. So it didn't make sense to make him the solo performer.
Yeah, it's true.
It was
He's just gonna
pretty
run on
bad,
stage.
and it was kind of a waste.
I just
I
want to
just-
see more Overwatch.
Yeah, I was like, please, can we just watch the game already? I'm tired of
I can't wait to get past it.
He's like, wait, that was just my intro. I'm like, fuck.
Oh,
Did you
God.
call it ASMR? No? The lights in.
Oh my God.
I can just see him now bouncing around on stage, like doing a hype up thing for a.
He
That's
did
what it
he did a
was.
weird ass dance, and everybody's like, what the fuck was
I
that?
wanna see this.
so bad. Oh my God. And the whole thing is just silence, or it's the song, the track playing in the background, and he's just like shouting like random DJ stuff. Like he's not rapping the song because he's not in the song except for in the background.
Yeah,
Like
I agree
another
with what-
one,
Yeah.
Another
Yeah,
one. What's my
this is
favorite
always-
word?
I found the dance.
another one, and then what
The
else did he
dance.
say?
Oh
DJ,
my
all he said was
God.
another one and DJ Khaled, because that's all he has.
When I say DJ, you say Khaled. DJ
Khaled.
DJ.
Khaled.
I agree with what Rocky says though. If they had like an orchestra like play fucking Overwatch music,
I
that'd
feel like
be
that would have been better.
cool as fuck.
It's more relevant.
the-
to-
Yeah, I
that?
remember that kid with
That-
the
The freaking McCree kid.
kid with the
The
hat.
McCree.
Yeah, he's like, what's going on?
High noon kid. High noon kid.
Oh my God. That is
But,
bad.
The video Wingo posted that day.
In the end, he's just sitting there.
It's straight up like, what?
What is
What
happening?
dance is that? Like,
Perfect.
It was like the worst pairing that you could have ever thought of. Like,
Yeah.
It wasn't. It was just more odd than anything else.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it was random. I was like, why did they get DJ Khaled? Why didn't they get like, I don't know, they get fucking anybody. They could have had a random person that like an actual DJ, and they would have had more hype than DJ Khaled. I think.
Yeah.
It's like, what the fuck?
Mm.
it's because he's such a strange DJ. He's like you said, I
he's
mean,
not. He's not even a DJ. I don't know. Maybe he is. He's a better DJ.
I think
than
he
me, probably.
produces, but he,
Yeah.
like people know him because he's like in the background of stuff, like shouting stuff aggressively.
Maybe he's just like one of the more known, cheaper people to get to an event though. Like,
Cheaper people. I don't think he's.
I honestly
no,
doubt
I,
he's
I
cheap.
mean, I don't mean cheap like relative to like if you want to get Jay-Z or Beyonce or you can
Well,
get
yeah,
DJ
I
Khaled,
suppose.
then you're gonna save so much money. Like
I'm sure they had more
But he's
options than
not.
just DJ Khaled.
Is
what
Yeah,
I'm
but he's
saying.
Been-
I hope that DJ Khaled was what they settled for. Like
Mhm.
I agree.
Yeah,
What were you
get
gonna say,
Lucio.
Mike?
Get Lucio to DJ.
That would have been better, to be honest.
Oh man. Yeah, get Lucio. Yeah, they should have just got one of the voice actors to come out.
I mean,
I
Symmetra
mean,
was
that
there.
that was fair.
Oh,
They could
No,
also.
Great.
Ray.
Wow, Ray.
They're
Symmetra.
all very talented.
She was there too.
What about Brigitte? Was Brigitte there?
I wish she was there.
Uh.
There was a
Yeah,
lot of
there's some
Brigitte
good-
cosplayers though.
Yeah, there was a good cosplayers over there too. They had a widow,
Tracer,
a couple of
May.
Tracers, yeah, Brigitte.
There's a lot more than we saw apparently, because my friend who had the VIP ticket said there's like 20 Tracers and like 13 Mays and a bunch of Brigittes. I'm like, I only saw like 2. He's like, but yeah, there's a lot like over there.
There's that one Widowmaker. I think that was the only Widowmaker.
And I said there was a few.
A few Widowmakers?
Yeah. He said there
More
was
than just
like
that
there's
one?
like 4 or 5.
No.
But like yeah, he had the VIP ticket, so I'm assuming most of them did too if they're gonna spend the time to cosplay everything.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, and there was also some players on the floor seating.
Yeah, I didn't make it to the grand finals, but yeah, they were
Yeah.
there. Save Yobi.
So he got stopped by like every single person that passed by him to take a picture.
CBB.
Yeah, no,
Jonak had to hide in a booth.
Yeah, because Jonak would have gotten mobbed probably as well.
Mhm.
They also had Ryu J down there. He's like the second most stopped. And then there's like Custa from LA Valiant.
Mhm.
They
Good old custard.
had-
And then
they had AKM from Dallas Fuel.
Yep.
Sinatra from San Francisco Shock.
Roxas or whatever his name is. Raucus.
Yeah, Rockets from what was it, Houston Outlaws.
Yep.
And I don't know most of the people from the other teams, so that's the only people that I really know.
Who did they have? They had someone from Gladiators too. I don't remember his name.
Yeah, it was Bishu.
Ishu. Yeah.
He's I think he's
Tank.
a tank.
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe he's a tank. But yeah, it was a good time. I want to go next year for sure if they have one. I don't even care like what teams are playing. I mean, I wish this year NYXL was playing just because I wanted to watch them play, see Jonak live
Yeah.
and all that. But next year, I'm still gonna go. It's gonna be fun.
Yeah, it's definitely a good time. If you haven't been to like an esports event or like any kind of big event like that, I suggest going at least once if you can get like someone that's kind of close to you that you don't have to like fly or anything for. But
Mhm.
I don't know. I would at least once in a lifetime experience. Whether you hate it or love it, at least you know for next time.
Yeah, like I wouldn't want to go back to a Tennessee game, but I'm glad I went to the one.
Right? Yeah, it's like because I didn't know I would like that as much as I did. I thought I was gonna enjoy it, but I really enjoyed it.
It was hype.
Yeah, and like just seeing everybody like around that was like also hyped for the same thing, just like around New York, just chilling. Like I don't know, it's I don't know what the right word is, but
You relate with them basically.
yeah, it's just like seeing everybody's like, oh, that's cool. We're all here, we're all here just fucking watching Overwatch.
And okay, yeah. And the previous week, I was actually at Comic-Con, San Diego Comic-Con, and it's kind of like the same kind of vibe there. A lot of people are there for the same thing, just like in the area. You can kind of, I don't know. It's just fun to be around all the same type of people, I guess, or not like just being around people that are interested in the same stuff that you are in like one area. I don't know. It's crazy. San Diego Comic-Con's fun, and I want to go to more conventions. I've been to San Diego Comic-Con for like 6 years, 7 years. Yeah, 7 years. I missed 1 year, but
Noise.
it's always a good time. Anyway, want to move on to our next thing?
Before we get off of the Overwatch topic, for those of you who haven't seen, Overwatch has been tweeting out some of the new summer skins.
Okay.
I'm just saying, if you're into Overwatch, they're tweeting some of the new skins, and that's gonna be on the 9th, you said, right? When the patch goes live.
Sorry, what?
When the patch goes live with all the new summer skins, it's the 9th, isn't it?
Next week, yeah, the 9th,
Yeah,
Thursday.
So next Thursday, they are releasing the new summer event, or returning summer event with Lucio Ball, but new skins and stuff.
Please, I don't want to do Lucio Ball again. I am so bad at it, and I just hate playing it. Just like it's not fun to me. At
I've
all.
only gotten to play it for like 5 minutes. I want to play it a little bit, but I don't know if I'm gonna like it or not.
Yeah, I think it's cool for like other people to get into it, but I just
Yeah.
want something new as well.
Yeah, but is it only Lucio you can play?
Yeah, it's Lucio Ball.
Yeah, it's
Like, why not put in Reinhardt and Diva if they have new skins?
Because it's just summer games based. It's not like the game. The mode is Lucio Ball. It's like the maze snowball offensive type thing. Everybody's maze,
Mhm.
stuff like that. Lucio Ball is just awful. Whatever.
Boring.
Yeah, I wish they had something better. Hopefully, they bring something new this year. They changed the location. Well, they had a different location last year. I forgot where it was, in Spain or
Holy
Southern America.
crap.
But this year it's going to be in Korea. So
Wait, what's gonna be in Korea?
the summer games, like arena, whatever they're doing.
Yeah. I was
looking
looking at excuse me, the thing Wingo posted in the crew chat. To
Wait,
book
what is that?
to book DJ Khaled's $100,000.
100,000 at least.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's
Mm,
pretty crazy.
hell no.
Nah.
Yeah, they probably made more, like way more than that from
Yeah,
the event. But still, yeah, it's pretty dang expensive. All right, that's all I wanted to say about the Overwatch stuff. We can move on now.
Oh yeah, the Reinhardt skin says Griffin's champions.
Which is why the name of the episode is Gryphon's Champions.
I don't know why, but okay.
Well, maybe we'll get a video about it.
Maybe.
Oh, we saw Jeff Kaplan there too. Okay, that was great.
Did you guys chant for Jeff?
One of the highlights.
Everybody
of
did.
course.
The whole
Of
arena
course.
was like
Fucking
so hyped for Jeff.
dude. How can you not be hyped for Jeff? Come on. It's Jeff.
It was like Jeff. It
Uh,
was a great time, and yeah, that's all I want to talk about Overwatch League. We look forward to it next year.
yeah, I'm gonna start following the next season pretty closely, I think. So should be fun.
Mhm.
All right, let's get this out on Twitch.
Yeah, that's the first thing I thought. You said that.
Okay.
Get this out on Twitch.
So I have the link here for the last week or like 2 weeks ago. God damn, it's been a while.
Uh-huh.
Pixel posted this temperament like quiz thing, and okay, I'm just yelling to the microphone.
I said but I was yawning.
And we all just took it like 10 minutes before the fucking podcast, and it's pretty interesting stuff. We'll delve into it like we did with what was the other one called? 16 personalities or something
Yeah.
like that.
Yes.
Personalities.
Yes.
Yeah, but that one was interesting. I think a lot of people enjoyed doing that. But yeah, if you guys want to see, so I guess there's 4 temperaments because it's called the 4 temperament test. But see which one you are, and yeah, let's start with Liger. Let's go bottom up.
Me? Alright. Okay. Alrighty. Let me find it.
Yeah, I lost it.
So when I chose, alright, so I did this test, and this test decided that I was sanguine. Is that how you pronounce it?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah,
Tangerine.
Your guess is as good as mine.
Tangerine,
Is it like
tangerine.
is it like
Tangerine.
linguini? Sanguini? Okay.
I say sanguine. Or,
So
it's
do I
probably
just read
sanguine.
out the whole thing? You want me to read out
Yeah,
the whole
yeah.
thing?
What does it mean to be sanguine?
Sangria.
Sanguine.
Alright.
Fuck my life.
So my result was sanguine. It says a sanguine temperament is fundamentally spontaneous and pleasure-seeking.
Mhm.
Sanguine people are sociable and charismatic. They tend to enjoy social gatherings, making new friends, and tend to be boisterous. They are usually quite creative and often daydream. However, some alone time is crucial for those of this temperament. Sanguine can also mean sensitive, compassionate, and thoughtful. Sanguine personalities generally struggle with following tasks all the way through, and are chronically late and tend to be forgetful and sometimes a little sarcastic. Often, when they pursue a new hobby, they lose interest as soon as it ceases to engage or create fun in that hobby. They are very much people persons. They're very talkative and not shy. Sanguines generally have an almost shameless nature, certain that what they are doing is right. They have no lack of confidence.
And would you say that describes you pretty well? Liger?
I give it a good 60%.
60%. I feel like
accuracy?
it
Wow.
does kind of. Let me see what I agree with on that. Sociable and charismatic, yeah.
Pleasure seeking. Oh.
Jeez, Liger.
Okay.
You're talkative and not shy, yeah. I'll agree with that.
No.
No.
have a shameless nature, certain that what they are doing is right. They lack no confidence. I agree with that too.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I'm 100% forgetful.
Forgetful every time.
You guys
Like-
tell me something that happened yesterday, I'll be like, what? Wasn't that a week ago?
At least you remember it though.
I think that's just like everybody that does that. Honestly, I do that.
Yeah, same.
Just keeping track of things.
Hmm.
By the way, happy birthday. It's your birthday today. I don't know who it is. But if
What?
it's your birthday, happy birthday.
Just
Thanks.
okay.
Happy birthday to those in the world who were born on the 4th.
Oh, it's
Or the
fifth
5th.
one,
What do you mean
so-
fourth? It's the
Australians.
5th of
I know.
August.
Okay, like,
Get to the
It's the
future.
4th. Oh, my bad. Happy birthday from the 5th.
It's Stampy's birthday.
Oh
from
my
Mitch, yeah.
god. Who? Why do you keep posting that? Oh yeah, we forgot to do that in the intro. We totally
oh
forgot.
no.
Ray,
What?
you're supposed to do it.
Ema.
Oh yeah.
No, email research. God damn it.
Oh my.
All right, guys. Our sponsor today will be followed through by Gryphon. Please let us know of our sponsor today.
Today, we've been supporting lately this cause about emo awareness.
Brought to
And
you
we
by
just
the
want-
EMA Foundation.
Is it
yeah,
funny?
we just want to make it more aware people about this life-threatening disease.
Wingo has been diagnosed with a terminal case of emo.
Yeah, 70% of the population.
I've actually got Slugma, I'll have you know.
Sugma?
Sugma and emo. That's a field day.
That's unfortunate.
Mhm.
Sorry about that.
Did you get that in the region of Sagandis?
Oh my god.
I don't get why you guys are laughing. This is pretty freaking serious.
I'm crying. This is so emotional.
Good. We're here for you, Wingo.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
God.
Sorry, I'm dying.
All right, God, you just interrupted. Anyway, so 60%, you agree with what it says about you, like your 60?
Yeah, sure.
What? Hold on. Once we figure out what the other tournaments are, I think we're all different ones, or all of us are like 4 of
Yeah.
them. All right,
So,
Ray.
Okay.
Next.
wait, you
Here.
missed Bebop.
No, we're going from down up.
Bottom up. Yeah, Bebop's the balloon. What the hell?
The
No,
fuck?
in the chat. In the live chat.
In this room right here, like you're in.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
I am the same as Liger in terms of the most, but I can't show the pictures obviously, but our 4 bars are a little different. But I am the same thing as Liger.
Sanguine. Does it
Sanguine.
say the same definition then?
Yeah, same, exactly the same.
All right. How much do you agree with it then? Like, what do you think?
I'm not. I don't know. I wouldn't say it's obviously not 100%. I'd say it's probably like 70,
Mhm.
70%.
7%.
Like-
more than like that.
More so than that, but that's how these things generally go, right? Like somewhat vague, so it kind of applies to everybody. Hone in on a few things.
And that's unfortunately that's what I think about a lot of these tests, that they're very broad
Yeah, but I
and
mean,
that it kind of catches a lot of people's.
right. For me, it's like I kind of know they're doing that, but it kind of gives me a chance to like look at myself a bit.
That's true.
It's just,
Yeah.
like, yeah, I know it's not like whatever, but it's nice to take
Yeah,
a look at
we-
yourself.
We've discussed that before, like with the other personality tests. And, it's kind of like horoscopes and shit like that.
Yeah, of course.
Oh, this is somewhat relevant to my day. If I find something that is related, it is true. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's
It proves
Griffin, something good will happen today.
it.
true. Anyway, okay. Once you finish all of them, I'll ask another question. Anyway, Dusty, go ahead.
It says, my temperament is melancholic. The melancholic temperament is fundamentally introverted and thoughtful. Melancholic people often were perceived as very or overly pondering and considerate, getting rather worried when they could not be on time for events. I think that right there is pretty accurate to me, at least. It says melancholics can be highly creative in activities such as poetry and art, and can become preoccupied with the tragedy and cruelty in the world. Often, they are perfectionists. That is accurate to me. They are self-reliant and independent. One negative part of being a melancholic is that they can get so involved in what they are doing, they forget to think of others.
So yeah, you're very passionate about stuff. That's pretty much what it says, I think.
Yeah, essentially. I definitely, that first sentence there, the melancholic temperament is fundamentally introverted and thoughtful. I 100% agree with that.
Yeah.
I'd give this about a 70 to 80% accuracy rating. That's interesting.
It's also like
Self-driven,
sympathetic
independent.
as well too, is because it says like can we become preoccupied with tragedy and cruelty in the world, like oh shit, like I don't know, like maybe like just a bad event happens and then you're like,
Yeah,
that sucks.
Like DJ Khaled coming on stage.
Exactly, man. I'm
God,
heartbroken, man.
People have to fucking go through that shit.
Or get someone getting diagnosed with emo.
It's literally
That's
Sorry,
even
Wingo.
worse.
I feel
Y'all
for
already
you.
know who it is. DJ God.
Damn it.
All right, be possible. What did you get?
I got the same as Dusty.
Uh-huh. And
I think I agreed pretty much most of it. That highly creative in poetry and art and stuff. I think they're full of shit there for me. But everything else, self-reliant. Yeah, I think I would say at least 80% for me.
so what parts of it do you identify with more than like the others? Obviously, poetry and art, you're like, nah. But
yeah, I mean, the rest of it is literally spot on. Like,
so
from,
introverted, thoughtful,
I
pondering.
think about things way too much, and I hate being late. Like, gotta be on time. Perfectionist, definitely. You know, like when I got into Overwatch, when I was pretty new to it, or Fortnite or whatever, like I'd spent a lot of time trying to practice, learn it, and get better. Like just because I hate being bad at something, or I hate something not being perfect if I'm a part of it. So I'm a perfectionist. I want it to be perfect. So I would 100% agree with that. But yeah, I think
You said 70 to 80%, same thing as Dusty.
I would say 80, like 80 to 90 maybe.
Okay, nice.
I forgot to mention that, yeah, I also disagree with the creative part. So yeah, makes it even more similar.
I feel like if any of us got something like that on our test, we'd all say no.
Yeah.
That would mean I'm the best artist alive.
So maybe like
I mean,
Rocky.
You have to be a good artist to be creative.
Roses are
like-
red, violets are blue.
Okay. Well, let's see what it says again. Let me click on it. They can be highly creative in activities. So like
Ooh, activities.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay. Wow, right? So creative.
but yeah, okay, that could be true. I no offense to anybody, I wouldn't say anybody's particularly creative that I know about here.
I have I'm a professional rapper, Gryphon.
Oh, you are?
The creative genes.
It's very simple, man. You just get a word and
Hey,
you rhyme that word.
Like, so I just said activities, okay? It's your fault that your mind's in the gutter and went immediately to that place. Okay? That's all I'm saying. Also,
Can we have a list of what you guys got? Okay, I'll just repeat. Liger got sanguine. God, I feel like an idiot saying it like that every
I didn't
single
even
time.
ask.
Can somebody
All
else say
like
it, please?
Sanguine.
Sanguine.
It looks like
Sanguine. It's sanguine, not sanguine.
Oh yeah, it's
Like
sanguine.
a penguin.
Sanguine.
But there's an E at the
Sanguine.
end.
Sanguine.
Yeah, but it's I say
linguine,
sanguine,
man.
but literally if somebody
Linguine.
else pronounces it first, I'll
Like
say
or
it
no?
either way.
Sanguine.
Sangria.
Sanguini
Alright, it's like-
fettuccine.
Let's Google it.
Whatever, Liger got
I
that
Googled
one.
it.
Are you Benedict Cumberbatch? You can't pronounce penguin or something?
I
Like,
can
what's
say
Penguin.
penguin. I can't say I can't say
Penguin?
sanguine. Penguin.
Okay, it's
It's sanguine though. That's what Google says apparently. That's how it's
sanguine.
pronounced.
Segway. Segway is
In-
not.
it's
No,
segue.
it's
No.
not Segway. That is totally wrong.
Sagui.
Sanguine. Sanguine. See.
Sanguine.
Segway.
Sagui.
if you click that link and then click the bigger
Okay,
thing.
I
I'm gonna
think
click on
that
it.
might
It's on
Watashi
It's
wa.
sanguine.
Sanguine. There we go.
Sang. Win.
Sanguine.
Sanguine. Okay. All right.
Why is this such a big deal?
Ray and Liger got sanguine. God damn it! I can't even say.
But back to what you were saying.
Yeah, Ray and Liger
Damn
got
it.
sanguine.
Sorry.
Dusty got melancholic. So did
Yeah.
Bebops. You guys both got the same thing.
Yep.
Yeah, but you're both
Me
just a
and
bunch
Dusty
of
are
assholes.
one.
Yeah,
We're
Bebops
our
and Dusty
backs
got the
together.
same thing. Ray and Liger got the same thing. And then me and Wingo got the same thing, actually.
Wow.
What is going on here? This is a
Essentially, half of us could be deleted, and we'd be the same group.
Wow. Okay,
Wow.
Thanos.
Alright.
So
All right,
basically, what you're
go.
saying is Bebops, Dusty, and Liger are gonna go make their own podcast and name it
Coming out next week. No, just kidding.
Sodka Pip.
What?
Let's name
Oh
a
my
podcast
God.
backwards.
Yeah, Rocky. Yeah, me and Wingo both got
Why can't I spell?
Like mad.
Sock it up.
all right, go ahead, Wingo. You got I already said what you got, but anyway, go ahead.
I got a phlegmy boy. Phlegmatic.
Phlegmatic, okay. What is a phlegmatic
Fundamentally relaxed and quiet. That's me.
person? Mhm.
Ranging from warmly attentive to lazily sluggish. Mostly lazily sluggish. Content with themselves and are kind. I don't know, am I? Maybe.
The kind? You mean like bird kind?
No, they are
Sure.
kind.
Yeah, you're a kind person.
Okay.
Accepting and affectionate. They may be receptive and shy, yeah. And often prefer stability to uncertainty and change. Doesn't everyone hate change though? Do any of you guys like change?
A lot of
I
people
like
like
There's
it.
a
I
lot of
love
people.
change.
Yeah.
I love getting change from the
cannot stand
cashier. It's
Exactly.
really
That's
nice.
I was going there too.
Wow. Okay. So
See,
funny.
this is why we're both sanguine.
They're gonna be here all weekend, guys.
But there are like spontaneous people that like that shit. I'm like, sometimes I'm like that, but not
Spontaneous
always.
combustion.
And
Yes.
They're
then-
consistent,
Uh-huh.
relaxed, calm, rational, curious, and observant. Qualities that make them good administrators. They can also be passive aggressive.
Dude,
Do I
this
ever
is
come
like-
off as passive aggressive to you?
Never,
I don't know.
ever.
Let's ask the chat for their opinion on this.
I don't know, Wingo, dude.
I don't know, Griffith.
So how much do you agree with the description?
I'd say that's around an 85%.
Yeah.
Pretty
Big
low.
85. All right. That's a
Only
B.
because they said that I can range from attentive when I'm always sluggish.
Attentive.
Attentive.
Mhm.
Attentive, like you pay
Attentive.
attention to it. Yeah.
Hmm.
I'd say for me, I agree with I'd say almost 100, like 90% is this like is me.
Mhm.
Ooh, that's an A
So you're
minus.
passive aggressive as well.
What?
Hmm?
I am probably passive aggressive like a motherfucker. I'll admit that. I don't. I
It
don't
doesn't
mind
help that
being
you have a
emo-
really monotone voice, though. So I mean,
So like you can't tell if I'm passive aggressive. Is what you're
Mm-hmm.
saying. So I pull it off really well.
so it's like I always talk like this. Hello.
Has our whole friendship been on
I don't know, Wingo.
I
Am
don't know. You can always
I don't know,
the
Wingo.
Gryphon cackles.
All
Dude,
right.
that's so funny. It kills me every time. He's dead.
Relaxed and quiet. Yeah, sure. Ranging from warmly attentive to lazily sluggish. Lazily sluggish. Tend to be content with themselves and are kind. They are accepting and affectionate. They may be receptive and shy and often prefer stability to uncertainty and change. They're consistent, relaxed, calm, rational, curious, and observant. Qualities that make them good administrators. Yeah. I don't know what the administrator part, but yeah. I like it. It's me.
It
So me.
Yeah.
One
Fair
thing
enough.
we didn't get was choleric. Did anybody? Hold on. Can we look up like what that is?
Choleric
That's
was
bad tempered or irritable.
All right,
Choleric.
hold on.
It's
Where's-
bad-tempered or irritable.
Oh, it's choleric. Never mind. Choleric.
Choleric, not choleric.
Yeah.
Is this another sanguine? Do we have to Google
God
this
damn
one?
it.
It's
Choleric.
choleric. I
It's
just
like
Googled
it's like
it.
melancholic, you know? It's choleric.
Okay, but what? How are we supposed to find the result for that? I actually want to see.
Just Google the word, and it'll bring up the pronunciation
All
and
right.
definition.
Big
Four
paragraph.
temperaments.
Press a one
Okay,
in chat if
choleric.
Gryphon
Choleric
is a big
individuals. Okay. Anybody else? Did anybody get that? Like,
I don't think so, no.
in chat. I
Oh,
know
in
none
chat?
of us
I don't
got
know.
it. Yeah.
Did anybody get choleric?
Okay. Choleric individuals also tend to be more extroverted. They are described as being independent, decisive, and goal-oriented. They enjoy being in charge of groups since they have many leadership qualities as well as ambition. Choleric personalities also have a logical and fact-based outlook on the world, so they're alphas.
Alphas.
Yeah, they're very decisive. Half choleric. I'm getting.
I don't know how much choleric I was.
So basically, people with high level thinking.
Yes.
Are you calling me low level thinking?
Yes.
Saying I don't have 4,000 IQ.
Damn.
No, maybe 3,999, but not 4,000.
I'll take it.
Wow.
I'd take that much IQ. It would be amazing.
Imagine to be that level of IQ.
Well, okay. So comparing, I don't know. I guess Ray and Liger together, they have the same apparently temperament. I see you guys as very different individuals anyway, though.
Yeah,
But that's
same.
just like,
What do you mean? We're exactly the same.
yeah,
Exactly the same.
obviously, yeah. You're both Australian.
Yep.
Imagine if Ray was
Ray's not
Australian.
I'm Australian, mate.
Oh
Oh my god.
What do you want about?
Oh.
Okay.
Rise of Blights. Pro.
Far out.
Far out.
You guys are doing it wrong.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, you guys are
You
doing
need to do it in a mode of pure far outness. All right.
It's okay. Like,
In the
we'll
mode.
leave it up to you. We'll send you some taco bread. It's okay.
Okay. Get out.
It's a hard lock knife, guys.
Leaving the stream.
It's a
My
hard
stream.
lock knife.
More than temperament. Huh. Okay, let's see the origin of this four temperament theory. The four temperament theory is a proto-psychological theory that suggests there are four fundamental personality types. I'm not going to say it again. Choleric, melancholic.
Say it, please.
Sanguine.
There you go.
Sanguine, there
Most
you go.
formulations include the possibility of mixtures between the types when individuals' personality types overlap and they share two or more temperaments. I totally forgot what I shared with. It was probably choleric. No, definitely not. But it's from Greece. The Greek physician Hippocrates described the four temperaments as part of the ancient medical concept of humorism, that four bodily fluids affect human personality traits and behaviors. The modern modern medicinal. God fucking damn.
There's that choleric showing up.
I'm just not gonna read this anymore. Okay, if you were sick, it was because an imbalance of God, I can't read today. One of the four fluids in your body. That's not passive aggressive, Wingo. That's just straight up aggressive.
What?
Choleric one? Which
I'll
one?
bite you.
Whatever.
Ugh.
Gangrene. Yes, I got gangrene. Oh, hold on. Okay, we're good.
What stream is that from, Wingo?
I do ask.
Is it a Sarah email?
No, it's not a Sarah emote.
I just figured you were a Sarah using her email.
There you go.
Guys,
that's
please
Sarah
compose
emote.
yourselves.
Oh, there you go. There's a Sarah email.
Okay, B-Pops, you got that man child.
So, okay. Where do you guys think your this is kind of a broad question, but do you guys think your personality was shaped by like certain
Destiny.
like life events?
Events?
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Definitely, yeah,
probably
definitely.
So yeah.
And
It was Destiny.
what okay.
It
no.
was destiny, yeah. 100% destiny.
Like what kind of like stuff affected how you I guess became
How I became like to be, or like
like affected
like-
your personality in like a way.
So my mommy and
Are
daddy
you-
really liked each other.
They sleep in bed and then a magical thing happens.
They held hands and it was all good from there.
No, I mean, like, okay, if you guys are all fucking memeing on me.
Just kidding.
Okay, so
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
what life events contributed to our personality?
Not just like live events, just like behaviors and stuff that happened around you, like what you did, like people you interacted with, just how
like the
your
type
parents
of people I
raised you.
was around.
Yeah, just like your environment, what made you kind of like, I don't know, like
I
reserved.
was-
We're all introverted pretty much.
Yeah,
I'd say.
I think a large portion of why I'm as introverted as I am is because I was homeschooled, and
I didn't know that.
my family was very religious. So like that combination is very like, the parents keep their kid away from the world and experiencing it. So I think that definitely contributes to being introverted for me, at least. That's like an example. But there are like lots of things I imagine, and I might not even know all of them that slightly contributed to it.
What about you, Liger? But what made you so charismatic and
So good with Reinhardt.
and just like firm in your beliefs? Well, there we go.
No,
Very-
yeah, in my
very
beliefs,
confident.
just taught to protect. That's all.
Is it,
Raised that way.
raised your parents?
Yeah.
Didn't you say you were on the debate team or something like that too?
Oh yeah, I used to be on the debate team in school. Yeah. So I learned to fight with words.
Just what did you learn there on like how to debate?
Yeah,
What's
just
Give us a crash course.
Just
yeah?
crash
Yes,
course.
please.
All right, debating. Very simple, right?
Mhm.
It's all in the eyes. Eyes.
It's on the eyes,
Chat,
look
look
'em
at my
straight-
eyes right now.
I'm looking.
Your entire argument is in your eyes. If your eyes do not tell your argument, walk off.
So you're saying you got to have 100% confidence even if you don't believe it yourself?
Nope. You gotta have zero confidence. If you have
No,
confidence,
what?
you will get caught off guard in 1 second if someone rebuttals your argument. You need to be able to adapt. You need to be able to trust that your idea can be seen as something completely stupid and irrational. Because you could be debating something you don't agree with. It can't just be all about passion.
That's true.
That's really good advice.
Have you ever like debated for something?
Like tournaments?
ever-
Yeah, tournaments. Yeah.
Have you ever debated something that you didn't agree with? Like you had to make the
Yes.
argument that
I believe we were debating something about robotics. So
Mhm.
it's funny that Detroit Became Human recently came out. It was basically something along the lines of, can
like AI or something?
yeah, like AI police officers.
Mhm.
So it's like, will they make the hard? Like for example, I'll give you a great scenario. A lot of people love this one. There's a kid. He runs into the deli and he steals some meat, some cold meat, right?
Mhm.
And the butcher runs out on the road. He's holding his knife because he's doing his work. And everyone knows the butcher. He's holding tools of, like they look
Butchery.
dangerous. Butchery tools, right? They look dangerous, right? So he's yelling at the kid, waving his knife. Hey, you stupid kid! You stole this, right? But he's not going to do anything, right? However, if an AI police officer is nearby and sees that, how would they react to that situation? It
He's gonna
looks
stab
like it could be something dangerous, and he could, do something dangerous, right? Like because they don't have emotion like humans do.
Yeah, they
Right.
just see.
They
what
don't
it
know how to
is.
read the scene. They just see, oh, item of danger. How do I react?
Wow.
Things like that.
Yeah, speaking of police,
There you go. See, they're coming for me. I gotta go. Guys.
the AI police is coming for you like
Cyber life.
They don't like your argument.
Pretty much, yeah. But that's
They heard
the
someone's-
argument.
Yeah,
Like-
that is pretty interesting.
Yeah. And then someone's rebuttal will be like, oh, but they'd be programmed with better technology to have human emotions and stuff like that.
No,
But that's debating.
it's like
There's no right or wrong. It's whoever's
That's-
arguing stronger.
better. Yeah. Would you say that helped you out? And are you introverted, Liger? Would you say you're introverted?
I'm selectively intro and extra. I switch between depending on my
I
situation.
feel like we're all kind of the same in that way. In that if we're comfortable
Yeah.
with people, we could, be less.
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
agree with that.
Exactly.
People say introvert is just you recharge yourself by being alone,
Mhm.
and
Yeah.
rather than like social situations where extroverted people,
Mhm.
They thrive off
Like
of people.
if you're a student, you go to a lecture theater. Are you going to be the guy like asking questions all the time, or are you just going to shut up and sleep in the corner? Like,
I'm just gonna. sleep in
or
the
if you're in
corner.
like a
Sleep
classroom,
in the corner, so that's pretty good.
it's like, what are you going to do? It just depends on your situation.
Yeah, that's. I agree with that
Yeah, it's
too.
And
I
what do
think-
you want to do?
So, would you say
Comfort.
you recharge from not interacting with people? Like, I guess being in social situations is kind of like draining.
Yeah, you need quiet time. Yes, of course.
Okay.
Yeah, I think everyone needs quiet time.
But
Yeah, but as I say, I feel like everybody's like that. So
It's
Everyone
more
needs
so
quiet time.
the amount I thought that made the difference.
Yeah, that's
the
probably a good
amount,
point.
okay.
Yeah,
Depends.
as I say, everyone needs
I think
quiet
people who
time.
don't want it, yeah, people who don't want it are usually people who have something like they have anxiety when it comes to being alone. But I think that's the only case where people don't want a quiet time,
Yeah.
or they like to be with people. You know.
But at the same time, I get that like strongly at times, but I have no doubt in my mind that I'm like really introverted.
Mhm.
But yeah, I think if someone, were like that even just 15 minutes by themselves and they feel the need to be around someone, that probably means they're an extrovert, or at least on that side of the scale.
Yeah,
Just
definitely.
always wanting to talk to somebody or like have communication with somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah. My
Mhm.
one of my really good friends, I would say, is extrovert because he'd hang out with people forever. And
Mhm.
I'm just like, dude, I please just
I
leave me
freaking
alone for a
die.
bit. I just need to, have some alone time. I could be doing the same thing that I'm doing with you. I just having someone in my presence just kind of is like, I don't know. I feel like I'm obligated to like do something.
Yeah,
over
same.
there. Yeah. I mean, but me and him could like we've had summers where we're just playing like the same video game, but like not together.
Mhm.
Like Pokemon, I guess, and then be like, well, please leave because you're just like hanging out with me, pretty much hanging out with me. I'm just like, yeah, social interaction, even though we're not.
We're done here,
interacting,
bud. Go home.
Yeah. Have you ever had that when like someone sticks around for too long and you're
Oh,
just
I
like,
hate it.
Mhm.
Awkwardly
It's
there.
like, yo, the party ended 6 hours ago. It's time to go home. You've had all the cake and all the ice cream. Just go, please.
for me, I don't know if somebody, but it's me that's the one leaving all the time. I'm just like, yeah, I'm done here. Okay, bye.
Yeah,
but I feel
same.
like I don't get how someone can't like read the situation and be like, okay, well, should I go now? I don't know. It's weird.
I think a lot of people are just either unaware or they're just that extroverted to where they assume that the other person wants to hang out. That seems like the main two things.
I
at
mean,
least
some
with people I've been around.
extroverts just like other human accompaniment. Like they just like being around people. Like you can be like a shy extrovert in the sense that you like being around people, but you don't like being the center of attention.
Yeah.
So
That's a good point.
I remember reading this thing about someone being like a fucking omnivert. I'm like, dude, what the fuck is all these?
a
That's like
whativert?
omnivert? Like, oh, you're introverted and extroverted. You mean you're like a
Oh.
human then? Yeah, it's so fucking. Like,
Oh, wait, is there actually a word for it?
it's-
Omnivert.
He's an
Omni?
omnic.
Look it up. I think that's what it was. It's something like it's not like omnivert. Let me look it up.
I mean, like I like being around people, but like if I feel like I'm being stared at, then yeah, no, I can't.
Yeah,
Just put the word
sounds like
selective
a
in front
mixture.
of it.
I'm
That's
gonna
what I
stare
do.
at
I just
Wingo.
say
It
selective.
depends. Like I don't know, sometimes people are awesome to be around, and then sometimes I don't want to see anybody.
Yeah.
Depends on the people.
Yeah, 100% depends on the people for sure.
I feel like kids are the worst, honestly. Like, a little child stares at you, judging you. You're like, bruh.
Kids are cool.
Yeah, but
I like
it
kids.
depends.
But I
It
don't
depends
like when
on
they
the
do
child.
that.
It depends how you handle them. It depends what they want from you. For example,
Yeah.
like are they there to annoy you, or are they there to like just have company, or learn things, or just listen? You know. It's
Learn
just,
from
Definitely,
me.
like if it's a little shit, then yeah, I don't want to be around them. But
yeah, if it's little shit. No, you. I'm not gonna say anything on stream. I'll get banned from life. Never mind. But insert what I know I'm gonna say.
God, Pixel. No.
I'm just saying.
I'm
I'm just saying.
That is awful, Pixel.
I'm just saying. You know, someone's gonna learn to fight back one day. You gotta train them early.
Oh my god!
God damn.
Did you really say that? Like, oh my
Okay, are you kidding me, dude? I told you the other day when we're both
Like I'm
young,
about to throw
you know
some
what
kids
it's
out the
like.
bus window.
listen here, kid. We're about to throw down.
I mean, with your siblings. I don't mean your children. No,
You're gonna throw your siblings out your window? Jesus Christ! Like,
I'm the youngest. I got thrown around. All right, if I ever get a younger sibling, I'm throwing them around.
I was see that's the like I was the youngest between me and my brother, but I was always like the same size, if not bigger than my brother. So I could
That's
like,
awesome.
I could take care of myself. Yeah.
It's all right. Don't worry. We stopped getting physical. We started to handle it with Smash. Okay.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Video
Okay, so-
games.
So I want to read what Rocky said if I can fucking read it.
Mhm.
Says, I don't know if I'm truly introvert or extrovert, but because I love spending time by myself, but it's because it's so much fun. But I don't mind public speaking or being the center of attention around people I don't know. But if it's my family, I can't do it. For me, it's the opposite.
Yeah.
If it's people I know, I could be around, I could be in front of them and be stupid and not give a shit.
Yeah, same.
But then if it's like random people, I'm like, fuck, these people are judging the shit out of me right now.
I have that same thought, but the same way as Rocky does. Like you're like I'm I guess feeling like my family is like being judgmental as hell.
Distant
I mean,
family.
the thing
is
about
that for me.
random people is like you're never gonna see them again in your life. Who cares?
Yeah, like and if I
For some reason, I care about it more than like my family. I
What
don't
do you
give a shit
mean?
about.
It's random people. You're never gonna see this person again in your lifetime.
That's true.
It's
It's an irrational like.
yeah. I
preference,
mean,
but at the same time, it still happens.
I didn't mean to sound like I was poking at you, but that's how I think. Is just like these people couldn't care. Like, they're gonna forget me by tomorrow. Doesn't even matter.
Yeah.
Like
And I know that too, but it's still like how my thought process is still just like, man, fuck. This,
Yeah.
I'm fucking nervous. Oh,
It's not something you can just turn off either. So like,
yeah,
like,
exactly. It's like I get anxious and all that stuff. Sweaty hands. I remember
knees
when I
weak,
went up.
arms are heavy.
Knees.
Yeah, exactly.
Mom's figure.
When I went up for like a presentation in school, it was like the first day of like middle school or something like that. And
Oh,
they're like,
yeah, that's
hey,
middle
introduce
school.
yourself,
That's middle school.
say your name, like what you're interested in and stuff like that. And I was like, fuck, you'd hear it in my voice. It was like shaky as hell. It was like quiet as hell. It's like so fucking hard. It's like, please don't make me. Yeah, exactly. It's like, don't make me do this, please. That's like the worst thing you could do.
I know. I've always thought that. Like, why would you make the new kid do that?
See, they never done that here. Like we never had it. Like, to me, those teachers are assholes. You don't make the new kid stand in front of the whole class.
That's
You
stupid.
know, the kids are gonna judge them. Like if they were adults, like of course that would be better. Even
Yeah.
still, it would be awful. At least imagining it. But kids are gonna be judging the crap out of the new guy.
Yeah.
He's just gonna feel awful about himself.
Yeah. What you should do as a teacher is assign someone, be like, hey, do you mind showing them around? You know, that's nicer. It's a bit
It's
more.
not even the new
Here
kid. It's
either.
like every kid had to do it themselves, but you know, some kids just don't give a fuck and they're like, oh,
And then
They
you get
just hop
that
up there
one
and
new
like, yo,
guy
yo,
who's
yo,
like the
my name
biggest
is-
meme. It's like walks in. My name is Jeff.
I don't know. Yeah, I
It's
was like so
Wingo.
nervous. I was like, hands are sweating. I get down. I get to my seat. I'm like, oh god, I'm glad that's over.
I can breathe again. Thank God.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but Gryphon, that's when all the girls see you for who you really are.
No pixel.
Gryphon swole.
No.
Funny enough, when I got to my college class of public speaking, I made more friends in that class than like any other class ever
Mm-hmm.
because I don't know, I didn't give a fuck and I made friends in there and I was like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah, I had to take that next semester.
Public speaking
It
it
should
was a
be
good time.
easy
I
for
think
me.
it's just the people that I were in my class that made it enjoyable. I think if I had people that didn't give a fuck, I'd probably be more nervous. But people gave a fuck, and we all like wanted to get a good grade in the class. So
I feel you.
Yeah.
what about your upbringing, Ray? How do you think that affected your personality?
I don't know, man. I'm trying to think of like a few specific things, but I mean, it's just kind of big. Obviously, for most people, right? It's just like how you were raised in general, just like how your parents or guardians, siblings, whoever brought you up. But in terms of like semi traumatic things, I mean.
You don't have to go into.
Well,
that
I mean, I'm
traumatic
just
thing.
like maybe not like traumatic in like a bad way necessarily, but just something that kind of like
Affected.
like it affected, it kind of shook you a bit. And you learned something from it.
Mhm.
But I don't know. In terms of just acting in general, my brother was like
Yeah.
always he was always the more I don't know how to word this correctly. He was like he was always on a short fuse.
Okay,
Mm.
yeah.
He's very passionate and loud and all those things. But and then like obviously he'd do that. I'd just be kind of sitting there and then, I'd see how my parents reacted and be like, okay, that's no good. It kind of like in my head as a kid, just going off like a mental checklist, be like, okay, don't do that.
No, that's okay.
Yeah,
No,
yeah,
no.
yeah.
But like, didn't it freak you out too? Like in general, like if your brother's in it, it's not even just like your parents being mad at it. It's just like you're like, man, why is he acting like this? I guess.
Yeah, it's like why do you gotta be that way? Is like kind of something I feel like I've said to myself as a kid, just like why, like
Mhm.
I don't know. It's just in general too, like with people like nowadays, just like why are you this way?
Mhm.
Like not in turn, like trying to knock them down or anything, but to like actually think
Yeah,
about it and be like why do you think this? Why would you do this? And you know, with me,
What
it's
happened
like
to bring you here?
it's like with certain things, I'm like, well, you know, maybe I'm the wrong one. I'm not opposed to
Yeah.
think about it, and you know, I'm not trying to necessarily force you to change your mind, but more so enlighten me on the way you're thinking, so maybe I could change my mind.
True that. I agree with that. My brother was always short-tempered as well.
Mm-hmm.
He would like throw controllers and like
Yep.
hit the ground
Yep.
with
Punch the
controllers
wall.
and yell.
Mm-hmm.
He never punched the wall, surprisingly,
Yeah,
but
well, my brother
he
did.
like he like hit his head on like a fucking
What?
something. Yeah, he
Like intentionally?
yeah, like he's like hitting his head because he's so mad or something like that. He's like getting his rage out.
Yeah, I mean, I never quite humped a chair, but
Oh, but
I thought everybody does this.
that's healthier than a lot of the things that
Yeah,
like
that's healthier
brothers
than-
yeah, I
do.
mean, that's not. I mean, it's not necessarily a terrible
chair.
thing to do, but I'm gonna
Think
say
so?
I've never been mad enough to where I'd hump a chair.
I've never like taken my rage out on a controller or something, but I've definitely felt the rage and been so close. And I was definitely like, as kids, me and my younger brother, I was definitely the aggressive, mean older brother. And like we're fine now, but as kids, that's how I was like. But yeah.
Would you
I've
say
never broken anything like that.
would you say how you are is like what you learned from how you were? Did you think back and be like, man, that was stupid of me to be like that? Or
Possibly. I haven't ever really actively thought about it. I've like looked back with remorse, but obviously I was like a freaking kid, you know, so I don't like blame my past self. But
oh no,
I think more so just like what in the way that you just described, like, oh, I'm learning from this for this reason, is
Mhm.
just like, I usually learn from like my parents' mistakes. I look at those are like major things that I take and say, oh, I could do this better. But as far as like looking back at myself as a kid, I don't think I ever really did that.
Mhm. So you were the rager in your house?
Yeah, but not to the extent of like throwing. Well, I did
What's the worst thing
throw
you've done,
stuff,
man?
right?
Knocked myself out.
Okay, this is a little embarrassing. I was a kid, mind you. I was like probably 12 or something or younger. But
Sure.
my dad had gotten me a like CD player at one point for my birthday, and
Okay.
it was mine. I was happy to have it because it had like a tape recorder, a CD player, everything I needed to listen and record music. And at some point, I did something mean to my brother, broke something of his, or just did something mean. And my mom's like, "You don't get that CD player anymore." This was like a week after, so he's like, "You have to give it to your brother." And that CD player meant so much to me. So I took it and threw it into a trash bin and stomped on it, and it crushed it. It obliterated it, and like I regretted it because it got me into even more trouble. But like that is like violent. Like I destroyed a CD player, but like I've never taken something that I found valuable. Okay, well I found that valuable, but it wasn't mine anymore technically. So like a controller or something, like, oh, this is mine, and if I break this, I'm gonna get in trouble, and my mom's not gonna buy me another one. So I'm not breaking this thing. I'm gonna keep it nice.
If I can't have it, nobody can.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was at the time.
Scorched earth policy.
Yeah,
that's pretty funny.
It's such a crappy thing, though. It fell apart so easily into pieces.
Are you there? Isn't muted.
Power stop.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah,
Okay.
connection is like dropping for a second. So
Okay. You good now?
I think so. I think I'm
Because
back.
you're up to the plate, B-Pups.
Yep.
Wait, what happened? Did I hit a home run?
Nope.
No, just the just general question that I've asked pretty much everybody.
Yeah. I don't know. Like, I'm not sure which.
Do you want me to say the question again?
Yeah, I mean, basically, it was just which, like, what do you think led you to being like one of these things? Basically,
I guess like introverted or like some behaviors that you half the day, like what has kind of made you, I guess, be the way you are? I don't know. I don't know how to be. It sounds like a broad question, or just like really.
I don't know. I just grabbed the first one where it says very pondering and considerate or whatever.
Mhm.
I don't know. Like we're definitely, and I'm sure I like to think most people are probably raised the same way, but like raised to respect other people and like their
Yeah.
shit and like you don't if it's not yours, you don't mess with it. You know, if somebody needs help, you help them, like that kind of thing. And that was honestly just from my dad. Like my dad's not in any shape today to help anybody do anything, but if you call him and be like, "Hey, I need you to help me lift this semi truck over a fucking something," like he's gonna be like, "Yeah, I'm on my way."
Oh,
Yeah.
So
that's awesome.
him just being that way, I guess, kind of puts it to the considerate part, I guess, because I feel like I'm fairly considerate about people and their feelings.
I would agree.
What about like just, I guess, being introverted? Is that just from past experiences, or like, I don't
I
know?
feel like I'm kind of just that way. Like I was always shy as a kid and didn't want to talk in front of a lot of people. Didn't I don't know. Wasn't a big people person. Still not a big people person either. I think it's just kind of how I've just always been. Like it's gotten worse. Like as like my anxiety and stuff got worse.
Yeah.
But I'm kind of getting over a few humps there and getting out more. So hopefully that's changing. Hopefully.
Yeah. Being introverted is not exactly a bad thing, but
Well, yeah, I don't mean it in a negative way, but like
yeah.
being able to break out of that shell a little bit more.
I used to be extremely like extroverted. I don't know what happened.
Yeah,
I was
same
about to
as
say,
like a
yeah.
toddler. I was pretty like extroverted, I guess.
That's what I'm kind of like asking you guys, because I was a bit more like that when I was a kid. But
I was like,
I'll elaborate.
I was like very much so. I'm trying to like think back and like remember what happened, but I don't really know. Like
I think I just became more like aware of dumb stuff I did.
Yeah.
maybe it's
Got more
just
self-conscious.
maybe as a kid just more people like judging, I guess.
I think it's also it's like the different situations that you're in as well. Like because like in general, like I said, I don't like people. But if you put me on the baseball field or the football field or the basketball court or golf course or wherever I was doing some kind of sports or something, you know, I was a completely different person. Like as soon as I like stepped out there, I was like, I could scream and yell at my teammates if I needed to, like try to hype them up or whatever. But as soon as that game was over and I was back in the locker room and then back out, I'm like back to my quiet, like head down, kind of walking away kind of thing.
Back to regular old bebops.
What about you, Wingo?
Yeah, mine was like a complete shift because when I was like really young, primary school, I used to be incredibly extroverted because I went to like a Church of England school. I don't know how to explain that,
What
but
does
like it
that
was a
mean? Yeah.
church school.
Okay.
Let me see.
You're a
So
child
like
of the emperor.
a private school or something like that? Like
Well, it's not private, but it's like you sung prayers and stuff. I
see. Okay.
I didn't look into it much, but it was a
Private
local
school.
school.
Yeah.
So,
Pretty much
yeah,
private school. We call private school here in the States.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It
it's
went-
not like
I went-
private. Just means it's
because
not a
it
public
was
school.
like
Religious.
because it was incredibly small. Yeah, I knew everyone, and when I get to know people, yeah, I'm usually more extroverted. But yeah, like that was nice. And then the minute I grew up more, like I shifted completely, and then everyone had different opinions and stuff, and I felt a lot more judged. So I went to being a big shy boy, and like my parents, I wasn't really close to them, so I always liked being alone as opposed to being out there. Because in primary, I would always go to my friends' houses, and they would limit me because like they wouldn't want me to go there too often. They'd be paranoid of everything. They'd be like, "Who's this? Who's that?"
Wow.
And it's like,
That's
so I just ended up spending
yeah,
most
that
time
happened.
alone. And now I like being alone a lot more than going out. So yeah.
Same thing. Like when I was a kid, it was like it's very short. It was like kindergarten, like first grade. God, my stomach. Anyway, kindergarten, first grade. I like would talk with like a lot of kids and stuff like that, and just try to be friends with everybody, I guess. But then I think it's when I moved schools, I didn't know anybody, so I was like really uncomfortable, and then I just ended up being like the quiet kid like throughout like the rest of my like schooling and stuff like that. But hold on. What were you saying about I forgot what we were saying. You're saying about your friends and I don't know how to explain it.
How my parents were limiting, or
Yeah, I guess my parents weren't like that though. They allowed me to just hang out with whoever, but
yeah, I'd always want to be with friends because loneliness. Like I like being alone, but yeah, obviously, eventually you get like, yeah,
yeah, friends
you
are always
want
better.
some
stuff like that.
friendship and stuff. Yeah,
Yeah,
so
those-
you'd want to go to like friends' houses, etc.
mhm.
But
I
then,
used to always go to friends' houses, but yeah, at home my parents would.
because I live in the countryside and like I wasn't very publicly confident, I would never like take public transport to go out, so I'd always have to ask my parents to take me or the friends' parents to like take me there. So that's also limiting because my parents worked full time, still do, and it's like, yeah, couldn't go out much unless I went myself, which yeah, no, me
Yeah.
At
outside.
that age, I don't know. Yeah,
Public anxiety is like no.
I
Same.
think it was like until like the fourth grade, I didn't have like much friends and stuff like that. Is one day when I was sitting at lunch and this random kid just sat next to me during lunch and asked if it was like, hey, do you like Kirby? I'm like, what? I'm
Yeah,
like,
I like
what?
Kirby.
I was like, are you talking about like the Smash Brothers like character? And he's like, yeah. And then we started talking about like Nintendo and like video games and stuff like that.
Dude, that's awesome. You
No,
like
that
Kirby?
was great. And yeah, no, it was definitely I'd say he was like my first best friend. His name is Peter.
Good old Peter.
Yeah.
Good old
Yeah.
Peter.
Hey.
Right.
Yeah.
Did Peter have ligma?
Oh my god.
Well,
But yeah,
It's almost
I'd
awesome.
say used to be very sociable, but then like I don't know, just
Yeah.
in the situation that I didn't have any friends, I was kind of like, and yeah, like Wingo said, people are judging, people have different opinions, and kids are such assholes sometimes.
I
They are.
I
They say
think
the worst
what
things to each
changed,
other.
honestly, now I'm thinking about it, I think it was video games.
Yep.
Really?
Yeah.
Not so,
Well,
not
so, like-
not so much in the way that like whatever, but it's just more or less like the community is like so much more
Oh, okay.
just like I don't know, because you get slapped in the face with it, especially when you're a young kid on
Mhm.
like Xbox or whatever it was back
You're
in the
gonna
day.
get square eyes.
Well, it's more just like freaking like squeakers.
Mhm.
The
Yeah.
amount of time I got called a squeaker.
I never
See,
played
it's like-
online.
Flamed.
That's why I never talked. Yeah,
Exactly.
I
That's why
talked
you
on
never
them.
talk. But it's just like
There'd always be a
it's kind of
typo,
like it hurts you. But
That's
you know,
a
then
bit
I
of
smack
a
them in the games and they get
paycheck.
upset. It's great.
When I was little playing games, there was no online gaming. It was just you played in like
Yeah,
your
I just
room
played
with your
single
friends.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That was it. So
for me, I think, because I used to
LAN
like
parties, dude.
I used to be
Yeah.
like super well, I'd say by my standards super extroverted. Like I do like a lot of like drama theater stuff and
oh, I would never sign up.
right. It wasn't like
Fascinating.
anything for like school, but like my cousins and I would always like early, like probably like kindergarten, maybe first grade. We'd like
Yeah.
put together like my cousins, my brother, and I would do like a play for like all of our parents.
Dude, I got nervous playing charades. Hell no.
Yeah, I don't know. I remember doing that. I'm like, I think about that now. I'm like, I'd never do that now. What do you mean?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
yeah.
I wish I could.
But like, and I used to be like one of those, quote unquote, like popular kids, just because I like always talk and like, I don't know. I was always very involved with like everybody, and that's all it really took back then. But like, I don't know. I like as video games, like I was like just drawn to it, and like it means less time. Like in the real world with everybody, but like you, at the same time you're with everybody online still, so it's like I don't know, it's a weird shift.
Yeah, kind of like how I live today.
Yeah.
But okay, I actually want to read what Rocky said. He's like, can we talk about the extremely unrealistic expectations of having a best friend? Because people with best friends are literally so rare. I agree with that. I do call a couple of people my best friends, but I don't. It's weird because I'm very careful with like, I guess my trust in people,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't know. I feel like a best friend is like a high standard for me. I don't know. I
I
just
mean, it should be.
maybe I say yeah, yeah. He's your best
Do
friend.
you have that one? Do you have that one person or no?
I don't think there's someone for me personally that I could say like everything and anything to. I don't think I
Right,
have
yeah.
someone like that just because I don't know. It's just myself that I can't put that much trust into somebody, I guess.
I feel like kind of how what you're saying there is like you can have multiple best friends, and as you're saying, you can't say this to just say you can't say this to me, but you can say it to Ray. You can't say it to Ray or me, but you can say it to Wingo. So you just have I don't know if there is a best friend. You have friends that you're really good friends with, but they're with different things. Like
that's plural best friends. But I think what Rocky's saying is like there's a really
best
unexpected.
friend.
It's very rare for someone to have that one.
There's
like
definitely some
one
people that
thing
do
is,
have
yeah,
it. I think that do have that one best friend that they could do like literally anything with.
Mm-hmm.
And, like,
You like
I
kill
got lucky.
Chloe
I
to
do
the
have
max.
that. I had that guy since I was 5 years old.
mhm,
15 years going strong. I still can rely on him for literally anything.
yeah,
But like I know like how hard it was, even when we like didn't have the same class in school, we still kept it strong.
yeah.
Just because one day we want to say, man, this is my OG. I've known him since day one.
Mhm.
Like,
That's
it.
cool.
Yeah. I've got a friend like that, but I don't know. Like there's if I think about it in the terms of like Gryphon was saying, what you could like say to him and talk to him, like I don't have anybody that I could say anything to.
Yeah.
Like I could say a lot of shit to this guy, but I can't. Like there's a few things I could probably eventually talk to him about, but I would be, you know.
Mhm.
It takes a while. Like you have to invest. For me, I have to invest like not just time, just a lot of experiences with somebody to like really know, I guess,
Yeah.
or like feel that trust
Mhm.
in them.
Mhm.
It's not like I don't know. I don't have to share like everything.
But life
with them.
happens. Life
Yeah,
also
exactly.
happens.
Mhm.
Like like they could move away, and
Right.
it's just like there's nothing you can do. It's just life goes on.
Mhm.
But
And
like
I don't know. I think what like Pixel said too. Like if both people agree that they're each other's best friends, I don't. I mean, I call this one guy like one of my best friends, and he calls me one of his best friends too. But I don't
Mhm.
think we're each other's best friend.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're just really good friends that we've known each other a while, and I could tell him a lot of things too, but not everything.
Yeah.
And I don't like hanging out with him like 24/7 either.
Yeah, I would agree. Yeah, that it is very rare to have that one person that you could, like, as you say, hang out with whenever, as long as you wanted to,
Mhm,
and still like and talk to them in
mhm.
any way that you wanted to, like say whatever in any kind of tone, like have debates without like hating the person the next day if it got to a heated point, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Thing is, like my best friends that I've gotten to like arguments with, I've never like actually mad at them. It's just that we get like
Same, yeah.
Yeah, it
we
just
like
gets
raise each
heated.
other. Yeah, exactly. You're just like, well,
Heated.
whatever. It doesn't matter. Okay. Stuff like
walk
that.
away.
Yeah.
And the next day you
exactly.
come and nothing happened.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not like actually mad at him. It's just like I don't see what he's talking about, or like we don't understand each other. It's just like this is stupid. We're just arguing, pretty much.
Yeah.
Yep.
At the end of the conversation, you're like, "Fuck you," and he's just like, "Fuck you too." Are we good? Yeah, we're good. Fine.
I love you.
Yeah, I love that.
Hug
I
it
love
out.
that.
Hug it out.
Exactly.
I love how you just find like reconciliation through anger.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Oh, that's the best way to do it.
just
We just become best friends.
Do you want to do karate in the garage?
yeah, definitely. I don't know. I've never had. I thought at times that I had like the best friend, but I don't know. Ended up not.
Yeah, I think I can agree with that. I've thought that I did, and it wasn't necessarily that like something happened. Like with those people that I'm thinking of, I'm not really friends with them now, but it wasn't for that reason that I don't think they really were. It's just my standards were a little bit lower than they should have been for like a best friend or whatever.
Yeah, yeah. Like I said, for me, it's like all trust. And maybe I think the only person that I could call like my best friend would probably be like the person that I marry.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean that's a good policy
Yes.
though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Name your best friend.
'Cause-
You heard it here first.
Yes.
Heard it here first.
Definitely.
Ray, will you not marry me yet?
All right. Sounds good.
One
Not yet.
day, but
One
not
day.
today.
What an unenthusiastic answer. All right.
I was just
You
saying
actually
tomorrow.
proposed that someone said, all right.
Dude,
All right, what
that's
the hell?
totally
Why
gonna be me.
not?
I'm gonna ask.
Let's
I'm gonna
go.
ask somebody to marry me, and they're gonna be like, "Sure, I guess so."
Dude, that would be me. Like, if I were proposed to, I'd say, I guess.
I feel
My
like
response to that would
I feel like the future wife would just fuck with me. Be like, well, I don't see why not. Just to be a meme.
Would you guys be mad if? Okay, this is like
Oh god.
this might be bad, but would you be mad if like your partner proposed to you instead?
No, I would not.
No.
If your partner what?
Propose
Proposed
to you.
Oh no, I
I
would not.
think it's dumb that a man has to do this or a woman has to do that. Like, who gives a shit? If it happens, it happens.
Yeah.
First,
I think
All
I'd
I'm
almost
saying-
prefer to be proposed to because I wouldn't want to screw it up.
Just too shy, you know. Just not
I was thinking
confident
about this.
in yourself,
Exactly.
I was thinking about this yesterday. Okay.
Really?
Wow.
No. Okay. No. Well, kind
But
of.
he's getting
Right?
ready.
No.
He's getting ready to pop that
Because
question.
I was in one of the schools working IT, and there was this like plastic ring thing. I was like, you know what? If I get married, I'm getting like a Lord of the Rings ring. But I gotta figure out which one it's gonna be though. I don't know if I want it to be the One Ring or if I want to be like one of the rings of like the 9 rings of men, and like with my friends each get like a ring. In their
Oh,
style.
That'd be so fucking cute.
That'd
Holy
be so
shit.
fucking cool, man. I'd be so down for that. That's what I was thinking about. I was like, you know what? That's a pretty fucking cool idea. I want it. I want to do that. That'd be fucking awesome.
That is cool.
I'm like the other way from you guys, and I would actually be upset if my partner
Yeah?
proposed to me because I want to be the one to do it. I really do. Like it's not
Okay.
like even like the man thing. I just like I want.
It's just something you want to do.
Yeah, I want to.
Well, that's fair. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, as long as you don't feel like you have to do it. Like,
Oh, no,
Right.
no.
No,
It's not
it-
even just like a
I
gender
get-
role
I
or
get where
anything
you're
like that.
going
It's like
with
like
that.
I want to be the one to do that.
It's
I
like,
don't know.
I'm kind of
Yeah,
like in the
that's-
middle. Like I don't mind doing it. Like like if I felt like the moment was the time was nigh, then yeah, sure. I
Yeah.
wouldn't mind doing it. But like if I was still like I was like yeah, I'm thinking about it. And I'm pretty sure, and I was gonna go with it through it anyway, right? Getting permission, all that stuff, and then they happened to beat me to the punch. I'd be like, oh, it'd just be like a welcome surprise. It'd be like, oh well.
Yeah.
You just made me think of something. That's all right. So if you're gonna pop the question, are you gonna ask for permission
Yeah,
from her?
I would.
Hell yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna.
Of course.
Oh, yeah, I
Of
think I would.
course.
I
And
didn't know if that
you
was
see him
a-
at the wedding, just get popped in the freaking mouth by your father.
Well, no, I mean, obviously they're gonna find out later, but like, because I know there's some people that they get married and then their parents find out, like they're getting hitched. Kind of
No,
thing.
I wouldn't do that. I would.
No.
I would-
I'd
I
have
want the
I
trust
would
of their
100%
family as well
right,
too.
right, yeah,
Yeah.
of course.
I would have
Okay.
be really good friends with their family as well. Yeah, I can't marry somebody and then not have.
Don't ask for
Oh, okay. It's
permission.
more just like a courtesy thing, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah, for me, I don't know.
If they say no, like I would prefer you not do that, then we would have the conversation. It wouldn't be like you said no, cool, I'm gone. Bye.
Yeah,
It's
I
not
wouldn't
that.
I wouldn't just leave.
There would be a conversation.
Yeah, I'd be like, I
That's what it should.
love you. I love you still, obviously, but obviously the family's not on board. Are you like it's gonna be pretty awkward for everybody.
Vixel,
for a bit.
Vixel, do you want to
Yeah.
join this voice chat and explain real quick? I don't want to have you type it out. Hold on.
Yes.
Vixel, can you join the voice chat, please?
I gotta
I wanna-
sneeze, so I'll be right back.
Okay.
Vixel, get up on the stage, please.
Have fun, Ray.
Here's the microphone. It's
Can we get a mic,
available.
Vixel, please?
Yeah.
Can we get a mic down?
Mic check 1 2.
Just give her a second.
I sneeze.
Mic check 1 2 1 2 1 2.
Okay, Vixel, mic's it. All right.
Elope? I think you spelled it right, right?
Hello.
Yeah, I think that's right, right?
Elope, yeah.
Kind of like envelope.
Runaway secret. Oh, it's a runaway marriage.
Yeah, that's
Secret
actually
marriage.
something I've considered because I
All right,
do not
patience.
want to have a marriage ceremony.
It's here. Everybody be
I would
quiet.
get murdered if I eloped.
All right, Vixel, you're on the hot mic. All right.
You're on the hot seat.
Okay,
Okay, go ahead.
so this is something that I've been thinking about a lot lately,
Mhm.
mostly because I am getting to that point here pretty
Okay.
soon.
I see.
So I'm just saying y'all might be getting save the dates at some point.
Oh,
But
okay, okay.
the most important thing is, especially in this day and age, it's
Mhm.
important to realize that when you go to talk to a girl or a guy, your partner's parents, you're
Mhm.
not asking for permission because
Okay, yeah.
it's not archaic. Like, it's not before, like, when you would get the dowry from your wife's family and, like, you would go, like, ask her hand in marriage,
Okay, yeah,
where,
I get what you mean.
yeah, exactly. So it's,
It's like telling them I'm gonna do it. It's not like saying, "Hey,
Yeah, it's
yeah,
like,
so
is it cool if I do it?"
You
It's more
better
like
like
me giving
me,
them
or
the-
else this is gonna be really awkward for everyone.
yeah.
which,
me
like,
giving
you
them the
don't want to
courtesy.
say it that way
Right,
either.
right, yeah,
Like,
that's
yeah.
what I say. It's more like a
It's-
courteous thing, like a courtesy
Yeah,
thing.
it's like
Yeah,
kind of involving
Let
their
them
parents,
know.
basically. Not necessarily saying, "Hey, can I marry your daughter?"
Yeah, it's like, "Hey, I'm going to."
Hey,
It's like,
and I hope you're
this is
okay with
what's
that.
going on. I hope you're cool with
If
it.
not,
like,
well, that sucks to be you.
yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
Sorry,
exactly.
that's what I meant to elaborate on.
Well,
not like
well,
as
yeah,
a
because
relationship,
I mean
like,
that's how
yeah,
it's been
just
put
say,
for like the last like
Yeah.
couple decades. It's just
Yeah.
prevent
for sure.
It's just like when I say ask permission, I guess it's more of like go to their parents and like, yeah, hey, this is kind of what I'm, looking at doing. Like, what do you
Mhm.
think? Like, is it not? I see that.
I
still
get
doesn't
where
get
you're
asked for
going with
permission.
it, but not yeah.
It's
yeah.
like, this is what we're gonna do. I hope it's cool, because we would really like to have your support, and kind of like a conversation, not necessarily like if you say no, I'm leaving. Like, not like that.
No, it's
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. Like, that's the
Just
best
kinda-
way to approach it. Is it
Yeah.
is a conversation, and you are going and asking for their blessing more than anything.
Right.
Mhm.
But at the same time, you realize, and especially if they don't give you that blessing, you inform them, well, I'm still going to go through with this
Mhm.
because this person and I love each other very much.
Yeah.
However, I hope that, our relationship and that this is something that we can work on, and I can help you to be more understanding of
Mhm.
where we are and what we plan to do, kind of thing.
Hmm.
No, for sure. I
You
definitely
hope the
see that way.
relationship between you and them changes, basically, and like both
Yeah,
are more
exactly.
comfortable with it and stuff. Yeah.
Thank you
Mhm.
for clarifying for everybody
Yes.
and myself.
Yep.
No problem.
Yeah.
That's-
Oh my God, stomach stop! I'm hungry.
I heard that.
Well, thank you, Vixel. Appreciate you coming on
No
and
problem.
helping us out.
Clarifying.
Actually, yeah. I think this is where we're gonna end it, though. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's been an hour and a half. Oh well,
Yeah.
a little bit more than an hour and a half.
I have
Per
one
usual.
question though.
Yes.
What are you gonna eat, Gryphon? Because I'm
What am I gonna
hungry.
eat?
That's a very important question. We can't
Oh
leave
my
people
God, we
hanging.
have to
Think
talk-
hard about it.
Talking about food at the end of every podcast.
That's
You
the
were
Father's
hungry,
blessing.
You brought this up. It's your thing, sir.
Yeah, I know. Probably gonna have a sandwich or something.
Oh, it's so anticlimactic.
Simple, classic. I like it.
Let's be honest. I'm probably gonna eat a salad. So
No, it's just like because I don't want to have to.
Also,
Okay,
guys,
okay.
please remember to donate to the emofoundation.net. Save a life.
Last thing is that if you guys are into fighting games, Evo is on this weekend.
Yeah.
So
Check that out.
check that out if you enjoyed the fighting games. Smash,
Smash
Dragon
Brothers.
Balls, the game, Tekken, Street Fighter,
Street Fighter.
all the
like
classics.
any of them, like Dead or Alive and all that shit.
I don't know if Dead or Alive.
Why do you like that game, V-Pops?
Yeah,
I don't. That's the only five
Yeah,
games I play.
yeah,
besides,
because why do you like
of course
that
it's
game?
the only game.
Wait,
you
Dead or Alive? I remember that game. I felt like
Both
such a
like-
pervert as a child. Like,
Like other than Mortal Kombat, that's the only one I played.
Meepo?
Well, anyway, let's wrap this up, boys.
Anyway.
Thank you, B-Pops. Thank you, Dusty and Liger and Vixel for all joining us here today.
Yes, thank you for having
Thanks
us.
for having us.
Mhm.
It was fun.
Just want to make an announcement to people that are still watching live. I'm not going to say it anywhere else, so
Yeah.
enjoy this exclusivity. We're gonna go on a
In exclusive.
we're gonna go on indefinite hiatus for a bit on PodcaS because I don't know. We've been just thinking about it, and we think we can't carry it to the standards I think that we want it to be at. So we're just gonna kind of take a bit of a break, and yeah, that's all I have to say about it. So
We'll let you know if
Uh,
anything changes. We'll always still be around and about. So.
yeah. Mhm.
Sure, we'll
Well,
update you on the Discord if you
Yeah, we'll
join on.
let everybody know, and sorry guys if this is disappointing to anybody, but we hope you guys understand, and we hope that when we do come back it'll be better than ever.
Mhm.
Hopefully we'll be more passionate about it than we've been. So That's all I have to say. And yeah, is that it? Ray, hold on, Ray.
See you in season 2.
And we'll see you in the next
Season
round.
two.
Of
Released in 2 years. All right.
I'm gonna try to find someone to host. You guys wanna host Jimbo? They're hosting the
What's
customs.
we do?
Yeah.
Okay, sure, yeah.
Yeah,
I don't
host
mind.
Jimbo. We're rating Jimbo, guys.
Thanks everybody for coming out.
Yes.
Y'all show Jimbo
Thank you, guys.
the love.
We will see you sometime in the future.
Like I said, we're still gonna be around. It's just like this
Yeah.
thing won't be here, obviously. So thanks
All
for
right.
coming out,
Is it
everybody.
still rating?
Still rating.